Welcome back to AI Talks with Chris and Nita. Ready for another deep dive?
Always. What are we looking at today?
Well, we got a listener question about something called sentiment analysis.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and to be honest, I'm kind of fascinated by it myself. It's like AI is learning to read emotions. So we've got this document here called sentimentanalysis.pdf, and it seems to cover a lot of ground. What jumps out at you from this?
I think what's really cool is how sentiment analysis is actually useful for businesses to grow. It's not just about slapping a label on something saying positive or negative, but it's about understanding the nuances of people's opinions and using those insights to make better decisions.
Oh, that makes sense. So like a company could use this to see how people are reacting to, I don't know, like a new ad campaign or something.
Exactly, yeah, and not just whether they like it or not, but why. Are they excited about a specific feature? Are they concerned about the price? Having that kind of information, those details are super valuable.
Yeah. Okay, so basically we're talking about software that can like read a tweet or a product review and then kind of figure out the feeling behind it. But how does it actually do that?
Well, there are a few different approaches.
Okay.
The simplest one is what's called rule-based. So imagine like a giant list of words, right? You've got positive words, love, amazing. And then you have negative words, hate, terrible. And the software scans the text. It just counts up all the good words and bad words. And based on that, it gives you a basic sentiment score.
So it's like kind of like a digital mood ring for text based on like the word choices.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing it's not always that simple.
No, you're absolutely right. Rule-based systems are pretty basic and they can miss the mark, especially with things like, slang or sarcasm. Like, imagine a tweet that says, "This product is the worst. Lee the best thing ever."
Yeah.
Like a rule-based system might get totally tripped up by that word worst.
Right. It's like you can't always judge a book by its cover.
Exactly.
Or a tweet by one word.
Exactly.
So what happens when you need the AI to be a little bit more, I don't know, smart about it?
Yeah, so that's where machine learning comes in.
Okay.
Instead of relying on these preset lists of words, machine learning algorithms actually learn from tons and tons of data. Like think millions of tweets and reviews and articles. And through that process, they begin to recognize patterns in language and figure out that, maybe a phrase like wicked awesome actually means something positive, even though it contains the word wicked.
That's fascinating. So it's like the AI is building its own internal dictionary of slang and sarcasm.
Yeah, and it's constantly evolving too.
Oh, wow. That's pretty amazing.
And then you have what are called hybrid approaches, which, as you can probably guess, combine rule-based and machine learning.
Okay.
So you get the best of both worlds. You have the speed and efficiency of that predefined list, but you also have the flexibility and accuracy of the machine learning.
Right. So it's like a more well-rounded approach.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So we've got our different approaches.
Right.
But the document also talks about these different types of sentiment analysis.
Yes.
What are those all about?
So think of it like zooming in on the sentiment.
Okay.
So you have fine-grained sentiment analysis,
Okay.
which goes beyond just like positive, negative, or neutral.
Oh.
And it actually gives you like a scale, like a 1 to 5 star rating. You have emotion detection, which gets even more specific.
Oh, wow.
So it can identify emotions like joy, sadness, anger, fear.
So you could tell not just that somebody dislikes a product, but that they're like furious about it.
Yeah, exactly.
That seems really useful, especially for like customer service and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. A company could use that information to say, like, okay, we need to prioritize responses to these people who are really upset.
Right.
Let's get to them quickly. And then you have aspect-based sentiment analysis, which is all about figuring out what people are saying about specific features of a product or service.
So like what are people saying about the camera on this new phone versus the battery life?
Exactly.
That's really helpful. Like when you're reading reviews online and
Yeah.
you want to see like, okay, what are people saying about this specific thing?
Exactly, yeah.
And then lastly, we've got multilingual sentiment analysis.
Yes.
Because people are expressing their opinions in all different languages.
All the time, yeah. And this one is particularly challenging.
Yeah.
Because you have to account for all the nuances of different languages and cultures.
Yeah. That's super complex.
Yeah.
So it sounds like sentiment analysis is more than just this cool AI trick.
Right.
It's actually like a really powerful tool
Yeah.
that can help businesses understand their customers, make better decisions,
Yeah.
and even personalize experiences.
Absolutely. And, as this technology continues to develop, it's going to be really fascinating to see how, companies and even just individuals use it.
That's a great point. Well, thanks for joining me on this deep dive into sentiment analysis. It's been really eye-opening, honestly.
My pleasure.
We'll see you next time.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.